Oh, yes. Is it still funky?
No, you're gonna have to come up with something new now. I think, with all this bullshit that you made us go through to change this whole fucking thing, I should have redone the whole fucking score. What I should have done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not too late.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no?
Yeah.
This song is going to be that song forever.
Oh.
It's only
Does
8
that mean
seconds
that
long.
I can sit in your sound studio and we could make some cool shit?
You were sitting there when I made that,
And it was some cool shit.
but you were busy. You got
what
so,
I need.
Is the camera on me?
Probably.
Okay, Boone. What is this?
Soap.
More.
Bar
Well,
soap.
okay, but the actual thing.
I thought you quit.
A cardboard box.
It's a soapbox. So I got out my soapbox. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna get. Okay, now I'm on top of my soapbox. Ready?
Is your soapbox on top of a phone book?
Sit up straight.
God damn it. I know. So what I'm gonna have to do is be all militant shit.
How's it going, Vegas?
Pretty good, actually. Can I have a spot of tea?
No.
So I'm on my soapbox because something in the news today really just put me over the top. So first of all, Tesla. We're going to talk about Tesla.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Tesla and the Boring Company, which I figured out.
Their flamethrower school.
I am not the sharpest tack in the bathtub.
No.
So I will tell you that I didn't understand that the Boring Company didn't mean the Boring Company. It means the boring. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas. Oh my God.
because I thought he was calling it the Boring. You're on the Boring Company.
No.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I understand that you're not the sharpest tack in the bathtub.
Okay. So before we get into,
But you're the most shocking toaster in the bathtub. I'll tell you that.
I'm
right
the
now.
brightest light bulb in the bathtub. I'll tell you that much. So his fucking cars. Okay, first of all, priced way out of proportion for anybody realistically to afford, and the people who do afford them apparently are fucking idiots, because the idiot owner of the company who decided to call his semi-autonomous feature the Autopilot.
Yeah.
When it is the furthest thing from an autopilot. Let me tell you, from a pilot standpoint, autopilot, when you push the little fucking button, you can either program it to take the aircraft off and land, or just fly on autopilot and land, or none, or just fly it in the air. That's autopilot. It means hands off.
Yeah.
It means the pilot can be, for all I know, with his
He probably is.
probably.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new commercial with the
With the-
no
Then I don't know.
No, it's the new commercial for what's the shit you spray in the toilet water?
But
Poopery.
Poopery, but
Oh,
it's
we
called
have
VI
poop?
Yeah, something. I think so.
Maybe.
So the pilot is sitting there on the shitter with his pants down around his ankle and his shirt, and he goes, when I drop off my cargo at 35,000 feet, I'm like,
that's
what?
fantastic.
Every time I see
That
it,
is some
it
marketing
catches me
genius.
off guard. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, okay. So anyway,
I would enjoy having an autonomous car. I'm a driver.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy driving. But I would like to have a commuter where from my garage I could say, take me to work. And it opens my garage door, parks me in my parking spot. Do the same thing backwards. Click home. It rolls up. Waits for my gate to open. Goes through. Opens my garage door and closes it when it's done.
okay, so
That would be fantastic.
you know that the technology will probably, in our lifetime, never get there.
Yeah.
Because what they're working on now, and the only reason why I know and can talk about it now is because I worked for a company whose name we shall not mention that does that kind of stuff. And they are working on this as a large-scale rideshare where you call your Lyft, the autonomous car shows up,
Yeah.
it knows where you're going, takes you, drops you off, and then the car goes and does whatever else it's going to go do, okay?
But
So
I just want the convenience of it being my car.
you don't have the $500,000
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like,
Actually,
I would like that.
no, the cars were worth more than that, weren't they? The ones we had.
You told me they were around 640.
Yeah. Right around that. $750,000.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm getting on my soapbox because yet again in the news there is a story recently, a multitude, a rash, a epidemic of morons pushing the button and
Yep.
and then waking up to a fireball, basically.
Yeah.
Or not waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, how do you program an autonomous vehicle to target emergency vehicles? You've heard about that, right?
No.
So Teslas in Autopilot have a habit of in the business we call it false ACC, false. Now I can't remember what the acronym stands
Okay.
for. But because of the back of an ambulance that's highly reflective back, it scrambles the car's brain and it goes, ooh, what's that? And it's just like a fucking...
That's what drunks do.
Yeah, well, no, it's basically what my wife told me that I did when I was in the fucking truck. Oh, look over there. Here I come.
Yeah.
I'm changing lanes, I guess. Hang on. Click. Let me make it official. So anyway, in the past year, it has targeted... I don't have the figures in front of me, so I'm guessing. But I think it's hit at least 2 or 3 fire engines, at least a half a dozen AMR or medic units, and I think 4 or 5 police cars.
So we'll just call it like, I don't know, the lawyer mode.
The lawyer mode. Ambulance mode.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Just chases them down.
So,
I mean, I do the same thing. So say I'm driving down Tropicana. Traffic sucks. AMR's behind me. They get through. I'm right behind
absolutely.
AMR, and we're just going.
So I had somebody in the car, I don't know, about 2 or 3 months ago, and I did the exact same thing. And the guy goes, oh, somebody's a football player. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what to do with a linebacker. You get behind them and just fucking go.
Just go.
You can't match their speed, but in Vegas, they're not going to be speeding anyway, and they have to, like, quadruple clear the intersections.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, they can't just and go through like we used to do in tow trucks.
I mean, they're a third-party company. You know, they're a private for-profit company.
True.
They're not. I mean,
But I've even seen medic.
They've got like all the qualifications and stuff. But if they get in an accident, that's their shit.
Oh, yeah, I
like,
know.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was my. I don't understand. Call it something different. Call it anything different. Call it. Most other car companies call it a driver assist something.
That's what it is.
Ford calls it their driver assist 360. I don't remember what. I don't remember what Chevy calls it. Oh yeah, that's right, because they don't have it.
They've been. There was a thing I watched. I don't think it was
On
Vice.
YouTube.
It might have been Vox that did it, but they were talking about it, and they were talking to Ford. Very nice posture, sir.
Thank you. It fucking hurts.
But
Ford hurts like a bitch.
Ford-
What?
You have to scoot over about 2 inches
To my left. Scoot over doesn't tell me shit.
to your right.
So Ford's been using the word assist
Right.
because they don't want their verbiage to make people think that they can let go of the steering wheel.
Exactly. And so here's the on my Ford, the one thing I don't like is I'll be driving down the road, you know, and especially if it's early morning, I'm having trouble seeing. I have both hands on the wheel, and I hear this, ding, and I look down. It says, "Please keep both hands on the wheel." For the one time today, both of my hands were on the fucking wheel.
Does it yell at you if you start driving with your knee?
I don't know. I've never tried that. I don't put makeup on while I drive.
No, but I mean, occasionally you'll be sipping on something, be like, "Ooh, I should roll down my window." You know,
What?
I drive with my knee a lot.
Okay, here's the difference. Your 6 foot monkey butt,
4.
whatever,
Yeah.
and your legs are bent at a fucking. I've seen even in your car, you're like fucking. His knees are like this. I swear
can
to Christ.
activate my right turn signal with my knee.
Oh,
I mean, it takes a second to get it in there, but I can. And then if I'm making a left and for some reason it doesn't turn it off, I can totally turn it off.
God. So that was my rant on I just, and the other thing is too. So the tunnel that the boring company is doing here in Las Vegas to go from
Like tunnel boring?
yeah, like boring, not like boring, yawn, like boring, like boring. They say that they're going to use autonomous vehicles. No, they're not. Did you see that?
They're using Teslas on tracks.
Correct.
Yeah.
And if that's a self-driving vehicle, Disney has had that technology for about
since the
100
60s.
fucking years. It's called Autotopia.
Autotopia.
Yeah, they even had boats that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love that. Right? I don't know why they took that out. Well,
After all,
the fucking people movers. Name a fucking ride.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, basically, that's what this fucking thing is.
It's a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, with a car. Ooh, ooh.
I don't have to touch anything. I can see out the roof.
Yeah, exactly. But did you see how fucking tight the mirrors were to the side? I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, your car has a problem targeting stationary vehicles. And you're
Well,
gonna
don't put an ambulance in the fucking tunnel and you'll be okay.
well, it's not even a tunnel, it's a fucking tube. I mean, it's a tube.
Tuba.
Not a tuba, but a tube.
It's a tuma.
It's not a tuba. But when they showed the first mock-up, it was going to be more like a bus, like that stupid fucking thing that was downtown.
I
That
started going and I was like, where's he going with this?
because that's what it looked like, and then it was supposed to come down through the sidewalk and into the boring tunnel.
Yep.
You're
And-
supposed to have like 9 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Four. Yeah. Oh, I can't do it. Damn ditchers. So that was my hoo-ha on
Your hoo-ha.
yeah, my hoo-ha.
Wow.
My hoo-ha on Tesla. I suppose I could pick up my box of soap.
I appreciate where driver assist is going. Like, take the idiot factor.
Did you say tater tots?
take
Ah, damn it.
Someone's hungry.
take the
We just had dinner. Yeah.
breakfast for me.
Exactly.
Take the idiot factor completely out. right?
Can't
Like,
do that.
No, like just everybody drives decent, right? Mm-hmm. But then you've got people that are working 2 jobs. Some people working a 12-hour shift, shit like that, and you end up getting a little bit tired. Is that illegal? No. Should you be driving? Everybody does. You got to get home. I get it. So having something like your car that'll just kind of tweak the steering wheel on you a little bit or help you react to something using your brakes or your adaptive cruise control. Like I'm all about that because there's a lot of people that, like I'm a speed demon. But the other night when I was coming home, it's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I look down, I'm doing 60 in a 65. And normally I'm doing 80 in a 65.
I did.
I could just get tired and everything just starts to kind of slow down a little bit.
On the way home New Year's Eve that morning, I found myself doing 45 on the 95. And I was like, oh, shit.
You got to kick it up a little bit.
Where is everybody going? It's such a... I'm like, oh, crap.
I mean, I was just trying to dodge drunks.
Yeah. I will tell you, though, that when I did get into that accident, because the early collision avoidance did kind of kick in for a second, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like I've explained to people, with those fucking new semi-magnetic brakes that are on cars, the car will stop. You won't, but the car will. And it was pretty impressive at how much of a distance it actually was able to. I mean, it donkey punched the fucking hood. It was, and then I took over, which apparently you're not supposed to do, but didn't matter. I was still able to stop from hitting the lady in front of me. Not so much. Excuse me. Ugh. Sorry.
So I got a goofy question about that.
Yeah.
So, like when drunks get in car accidents, oftentimes, like in bad ones, they're the ones that live because their body didn't tense up. So early warning systems to avoid accidents, I'm all about. But there was a dash cam video thing I was watching, and this guy was about to get rear-ended at speed, and his car made a shitload of noise inside the cabin, and it forced him to tense up. And I'm thinking that actually might have caused more injury.
Possibly. Because I will tell you, when it's about to even when it's not about to happen, when I'm whipping down Cheyenne and some idiot fucking donkey punches the brakes because, oh, fuck, I got to get to Terribles. And I'm like way back.
Terribles, there's one every 2 blocks, man. Just go to the next one.
One every block down Cheyenne.
Just go to the next one, dude.
The car like freaks out and fires off the alarm. I'm like, I am not even close to hitting him. It's not even going to happen. But because it saw brake lights and I had my foot on the gas, was not accelerating, but maintaining speed, and it noticed that something was stopping and turning and not getting out of my way, the car freaked the fuck out. And it does it all the time.
So with you, I know it's prevalent with me. Are you starting to build a complacency with it?
No, I'm not.
Because, like, I've got the little warning thing, so if I activate a turn signal and there's a car in my blind spot, it'll beep in the location where the car's at.
Mine doesn't beep. I wish it did, but it doesn't.
Mine beeps, and it's kind of cool. Like, if the guy's on the back right, it only beeps out of that speaker.
Oh, that'd
so,
be
like,
fucking cool.
Audibly, I know where it's at.
Yeah.
But the threshold is so big. Like, I activate my turn signal, it goes beep, 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 and I was like, I know I'm cutting the dude off, but I'm doing 20 miles an hour faster than him. It's okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
So I've actually noticed that I'll activate a turn signal, it'll go beep, and I'll start making the maneuver anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And then be like, oh, shit, there actually is somebody there. So, like, that system's, I don't know, I'm just building a complacency with it to where it's no longer effective.
Then you need a new car.
Yeah.
Not a new car, but a newer or a new to you car.
Yeah.
So you're not complacent.
I've got one.
Yeah.
It doesn't beep or nothing.
It doesn't do nothing except for I was
You slept through most of that.
Fuck you.
Most of the except for that Corvette guy. That was fun.
I know. He was an asshole.
But we were going really fast.
Yeah, it was up the fucking Cabbage Hill. Yeah, how many times did we stop for gas?
Oh, a lot.
Did we?
We stopped.
Was I awake?
We stopped for gas more often than we needed to.
I don't remember stopping for gas.
I mean, I'm sure you did too, but I've got long legs, so they needed stretching and stuff. It's kind of a tight car for a long trip like that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you had no fucking problem. Wearing his jacket, and then I threw my jacket over his legs. And he's gone.
Gone.
Just gone.
Done. And then I woke up to him donkey punching the brakes. Not really, but he was getting off the side of no man's land in a fucking hurry. And I'm like, huh? He's like, I gotta pee.
My teeth were floating.
And then all of a sudden the light comes on, he disappears, and I'm like, what'd he say? And then before I could focus and realize, he's back, and then what's the first thing you said when you got in?
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, it's dark as fucking hell out there. I could see everything.
Yeah, I'd never seen a sky like that before.
Yeah.
That blew me away.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, every place that I've been, like, you know, the military and stuff like that, that's been way far out of any city lights and stuff like that, it's always been shitty.
Have you ever seen the actual light pollution map?
I did once because I was actually looking for a place after that whole experience. I was like, I bet there's cooler fucking spots. So yeah.
So did you see?
I wasn't paying too much attention.
Next time, just Google light pollution map and just see where the brightest spot is on the map.
Yeah.
I mean, we are like, but we're this little tiny hole because, you know, we're so compact.
Yeah, we're compact.
But it is bright, and it's not just the Luxor. What else would I say?
I don't know.
Say something, and then we went off on a tangent, and
now we're back to pyramids.
Yeah, pyramids and palm trees, baby.
That's it.
Pyramids and palm trees. I can't remember what else. Oh, there was something else.
Fuck. You have a list anymore?
Well, I would have, but I had so many other effing things to do today. I mean, I could bring up one of my other lists, but you don't like me looking at my phone. Huh?
No,
Oompa Loompa?
I was just following your lead.
God damn it, I had something else now. I'm totally, because I got stuck on Tesla. So you're going to miss?
I started building my celebrity death pool list.
Uh-oh.
I've got 6. And I think...
Do you want to share?
I think you're going to agree with them.
You want to share?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Kirk Douglas.
Holy fuck, you can see that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what normal people can see, baby.
Fuck that.
Kirk Douglas.
Should we do a comparison for the camera?
No. No, I've seen your phone.
No, I mean...
You can read that fucker from your trunk.
I meant,
With your seats up.
I meant for the listeners. So they can see the difference. Whatever. Yes, Kirk Douglas, I would agree.
Yeah. Dick Van Dyke.
He's dead.
Nope.
Did you check all these?
Yep.
Are you sure he's not dead?
Confirmed.
Okay.
Bob Dole.
Okay.
Okay. Angela Lansbury.
She's not dead?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, she's still kicking.
How did you go about... Did you just pop names into your head and go, oh, I wonder if they're still alive? What's that popping noise?
I did a kind of a dual thing to see if people were on this list and this list. So I took top U.S. public figures, sorted them by age, and started wrapping them down. And then people that I recognized, and then started people that I recognized and started thinking like their lifestyle. So you get druggies and shit like that.
Why is Kirk Douglas still alive?
Right. And Willie Nelson was on my list, but I think he's got a couple more years, so I didn't want to put him on there.
Maybe.
He stopped smoking pot.
Yeah.
So that means he's going to die quicker.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like when you stop smoking, you get cancer.
Yeah.
Bob Barker.
Yeah.
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 Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. Thought for sure he was dead too.
And then it's horrible timing, but logistically it totally makes sense. Alex Trebek.
Yeah. That was going to be at the top of my list because we know it's going to happen this year. It's.
I just want the points, man. Even though we're not competing.
But you remember how the point structure works, right?
Yeah, it was.
So their
with
current
the age and all that.
their current age minus 100. So like George Burns, there was no sense of putting him on the list because he was already at or over 100.
Yeah, there's a couple people that are like 104 that are still kicking.
You know who I don't want to pass away, and I don't think she's going to anytime soon? Betty White.
See,
She's an ornery little shit.
Betty White hit my radar for it, but it's like, no, I think she's still got a couple of years left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's starting to slow down, but she's still like, you'll still see some of her shit.
You know who else?
She's not cranking out movies like she was a couple years ago.
You know who else could very, very easily possibly die this year? Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could.
It's possible.
Yeah. He keeps coming back from the grave.
But I doubt it.
Do you remember that stupid commercial we did on Cube 93?
You did lots.
Yeah, I did lots. It was Keith trying to beat Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
And he's like, who is Tupac? And me in the background going, 4 short of a 6-pack?
Yep. She didn't like it.
It was funny at the time.
She didn't.
She doesn't like anything, I swear to God. All I get is groans out of her. I had wait a minute. Wait. I had a good one
It's a good
today.
thing eyeballs don't have fucking audible signals.
Why?
Eye rolls.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Or else it would just be.
Okay, so I came up with a. So this is a half true story that I turned into a joke. Okay?
Half true story, joke.
Yeah. Well, it's a half true story that
And
I
then
turned
you
into a
just-
joke, and she is not gonna like it.
Perfect.
So I saw a
You know she's our EP, right?
I saw a transvestite wearing a miniskirt today.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, that shows a lot of balls. He laughed, and she's over.
I like it.
I thought it was funny. It's not. It's just a matter of fact.
It's fantastic.
It's one of the few that I've written down. I actually, as soon as I thought of it, I instantly sent it to Slim because I'm like, this is funny.
It's good. I liked it.
I thought it was, well, that shows a lot of balls. I thought it was funny. God, I had another one today, and literally I was trying to type that one out, and the other one went right out of my head.
Oh.
I don't think it was that funny. It still made me chuckle, though. I really don't know how these random thoughts just pop into my brain. Do they not? Do you not? You being the exact same birth sign that I am, do you not have those?
I do, but I've made it a point. Had prior relationships, some good friends, all tell me the same thing. Like, we'll be having a conversation about something, or I'll say something, and then 30 seconds later, something popped into my head, and I just spout it out because it's fucking funny. And a lot of times, people will be like, "Where did that come from?" So I've been intentionally, like, anytime I've recognized that I had like a random what the fuck, is I'll try to back that up and figure out where I got it from.
Back that ass up.
So from like seeing a sign for a fairy or something, and then that turns into ferret, and then ferrets are kind of like cats, and cats are other pets, and then like something random pet related will pop out, and then somebody be like, "Where the fuck did that come from?" And I try to follow the steps back, and then realize that it's a stretch.
Is that anything like our Oreo cows?
But they came back.
Or no? The Oreo cows.
No.
Okay.
But that's how you remember things, is you sit there and you take things back and...
Yeah. And so, like, anytime... Because, I mean, even just by myself, I'll be like, where the shit did that come from? And so
Usually I'm too busy laughing.
I'll try to figure out where that came from and then draw that line. And oftentimes, not a straight line at all.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over here and then over there. Yeah.
It's like...
And then, whoa, where did that come from?
It's like a sporadic EKG. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. What were we talking about? That shows a lot of balls. God,
Yeah, it does.
That's
That's fucking fantastic.
I'm sorry. I thought it was
I like
hilarious.
it.
I thought it was hilarious.
Hey, Pew, where are we at?
27.
Yeah. Well, considering I don't have anything else written down,
Yeah.
you got anything else?
Janice, you got anything?
Janice, you got anything? You're supposed to. You know what? From now on, every day, every episode, I need 3 things: one from me, one from him, one from you. You don't have to talk. You just have to come up with fucking something. You're on the goddamn Twitterverse all fucking day long.
I tell you whenever I send
Don't
you
tell me.
I send you shit.
Send it in the fucking group text.
Hold up a sign.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Round 1.
I'll take shit we're supposed to talk about for 400.
I'll
please.
take what be a hoe for 200, Alex. Shit, we're supposed to.
Jap anus relation.
What? What the hell was that noise? Are you good?
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm good.
Hey, look, I got my little piece of paper. Can you see my
Ooh,
piece of
shit.
paper? Good.
You know what's super cool though is you
What?
can read it.
I know. Ooh,
I'm proud of you.
Hey, how you doing?
Weird.
Did you notice I had my feet off to the side the whole episode?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I
Is there
still
any
tucked them
winking
in until
going
that
on
second.
over there?
Kinda. But he kind of shuddered. He didn't like it. Oh, he can wink at Tom Cruise, but I put my foot in where he is, and he thinks it's fucking weird. He's tongue kissing Tom Cruise, but I knew. Everybody, thanks for listening to my Vegas Radio 365. Please subscribe to our YouTube. It really helps us out. I don't know why I keep saying this, because you guys don't fucking listen. Uh-oh.
No, y'all don't.
You know. Just click. Click.
Business first,
It
right?
takes 2 seconds. Click, like, quick, subscribe, and the ding-a-ling, and the haha.
And ooh,
And then you can show a lot of balls.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you could. You could. You could be a ball shower.
No, we don't want pictures. No.
No, that's
No.
not. That's
You
not.
can't- Yeah, relax.
Whatever. If you like today's episode, we
Send
already
your
went over
ball
that.
pictures to my Vegas
God, Jesus. Please don't. Please don't.
Bulls.
No, you know what our listeners will send us? Like 2 baseballs.
Yeah.
Or a basketball and a golf ball. Those will be our ball shot, God, I hope. I'm putting it out in the universe.
So the one has elephantitis.
Yeah.
The other one's Benjamin Button.
Which reminds me of a joke.
Oh, what you got?
You want to hear a joke? Before
What
I
you
get to the end
got?
of
What
this?
you got?
So this guy puts an ad in the paper and he wants the biggest ping pong balls he can find.
Yeah.
So this one guy answers the ad, shows up, and he's got regular sized ping pong balls. He's like, those are good, but I want the biggest ones I can find. Next guy shows up, and believe it or not, did you know that there are actual different sizes of ping pong balls?
Have no idea.
So
But
there's-
continue the joke before it disappears.
No, there's one. Anyway, next guy shows up, they're a little bit bigger. Okay, next guy after that shows up, they're even a little bit bigger, and he goes, I think that's the biggest ones. And this guy's like knocking on the door. Wow, that's a great sound
like
effect. And a guy opens them up, and all he sees is this big giant white ball. He can't even see the guy, and he's like, hello? And he's like, is this the place for the giant King Kong balls? And he said, no, I said ping pong balls. Anyway. Oh, shit, my mom.
Whoa.
Well, that showed a lot of balls.
They should have been white. They should have been black.
Follow us on Twitter. Check out our Instagram at
Put
MyVegasRadio365.
your head up.
I can't put my
Bam.
head up when I'm trying to go to our thingamajobby and go to our Anchor page and give us $1. If all of our sevens of listeners gave us $1, we'd have $7.12. Anyway,
We need a new riff.
say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.